Hi, I'm Shonda Miles. Today I want to talk to you about 12 things that you can do to have a better attitude at work. 12 things you can do to have a better attitude at work. And so I hear people complain about work. I've been one of them, complain about work every single day. And we don't realize that somebody will gladly take our place. Somebody will gladly take our job. Somebody will gladly to, receive the income that we're receiving. Somebody will gladly take the job, be glad to do it. So in order to have a better attitude, you got to commit. You got to make a decision. I'm going to have a better attitude at work. I'm going to have a better attitude. And so oftentimes we don't make a decision. We don't decide to have a better attitude. We just let our attitude be bad. We don't, it takes no energy, right? It takes no energy to be negative. So you got to ask yourself, do I want to be happy or not? And so we got to make sure that we are making a decision. We're making a commitment to have a better attitude. Number one is work all the time that you work. If you want to have a better attitude at work, do what you've been paid to do. Just go to work and work. Have a good attitude the whole day. Work the whole time you're there. Don't spend time doing anything that you're not supposed to be doing. Spend that time working the whole time that you work. You've been paid for 8 hours, work 8 hours. Two is don't assume. We can't possibly know what somebody else is thinking unless they tell us. We can't read minds. None of us can. None of us, we just make assumptions about people based on their body language, something that we think that they feel. We have no idea. So don't make assumptions. That will keep us unhappy in our workplace by assuming that somebody thinks or feels a certain way, and we couldn't possibly know what they're thinking or feeling unless they tell us. 3 is stay away from gossip. Oh, gossip sucks, right? It takes an organization's morale down quicker than anything else. So don't gossip. Stay away from people who gossip. When somebody comes to you about gossip, you can make a bunch of decisions about it. But I always think about is what would I want somebody to do if somebody came to them about me gossiping, saying something about me that's not true. And, you can decide how to handle it, but think about would you want somebody else saying these things about you? So you can, decide to shut it down. You can ignore it. You could say that, this is wrong. This is not true. We shouldn't be talking about this. If you got a problem with this person, you should talk to them about it. But stay away from gossip. It's the quickest way to get you down or get your attitude negative in an organization. 4 is read something about attitude every single day. And so I like to read the Bible. There's a book by Jeffrey Gitomer about attitude, but you want to read something positive about attitude or something about attitude every single day. Be positive. You want to constantly be positive. You want to constantly flooding yourself with something positive. You want to constantly be thinking about your attitude, because if we don't think about our attitude, if we're not intentional, we will be negative every day, all day. So we got to make a decision, really be committed to having a positive attitude. And when we read things about attitude, we start to see things differently. We start to see things we didn't even see. Sometimes we don't even realize that we have a negative attitude. We've been complaining and blaming all, for so long. It's become who we are. So we got to be intentional about having a good attitude. 5 is stop judging your boss or coworkers. You don't know their story. You couldn't possibly know what's going on in their lives. So we got to stop judging people. Yes, maybe we see what they're doing, but we don't know what's happening behind closed doors. We don't know what happened before they got to work. We don't know what happens when they get home. We don't know their story. We just don't know. So we got to stop assuming things about people. We got to stop judging people based on things, just a little bit, a slither of what we know about the person. We don't know the whole story. Just like we don't want somebody to do that to us. We don't want somebody judging us and they don't know our story. They don't know what's happening in our life. They don't know what's going on. They just see a certain part of us and that's it. So stop judging your boss and coworkers. 6 is dress up every single day. Fix yourself up. This is so important because my grandmother used to say, if you feel good, if you look good, you feel good. If you look good, you feel good. And I believe that's true. People have a higher level of respect for you. When you get up, you put some thought into what you're wearing, how you dress, how you look. So dress up every single day. You look good, you feel good. And if you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. You always want to look your best. You always want to be on your, doing your best. Look your best. It's so important. It affects how you feel about your work. It affects how you feel about yourself. So dress up every single day. Fix yourself up. And so that's different for everybody, but you want to look your best. 7, work out daily. Exercise does a world of good for clarity, productivity, and mindset. Exercise every single day. Spend time, if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you have, because I've seen where short periods, 5 minutes here and there throughout the day is also advantageous. So exercise every single day. This will help you feel better about your work, feel better about yourself. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. So exercise every single day. 8 is read a devotional, pray all day long to ask God to help you. So this is so important. We neglect to feel that if we read something positive, a scripture, a prayer, a story, and then we meditate on it all day long. We're thinking about that story. We're thinking about the scripture all day long. And then we know that God is there just like that to help us to feel better, to help us to see a situation in a different way, maybe a different way we look at it. But pray every day, read a devotional, spend time with something positive every single day. Read the Bible. Number 9 is read the Bible in a year. There's one that's Bible in 90 days. You can read that every single day. You're going to feel better because you can't be positive and negative at the same time. And so the more scriptures you read, the more you let it get down in you, you're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to have a better attitude. You're going to be better. You're going to be more positive. So this is number 9, read the Bible in a year, read the Bible in 90 days. 10 is change the way that you look at something. Think about change I have to I get to. 10 is change I have to I get to. Change the way you look at things, and the way things look will change. Change the way you look at things. So we look at things positive. See the best in people. See the best in the situation. Look at how it's going to work out for your good. No matter what happens, it's going to be fine. You're resourceful. You're going to do your best. You're going to show up your best. So change the way you look at things and watch how things change. So change I have to I get to. 11 is read affirmations. So there's tons of resources online about affirmations. You can start with something like, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, I'm happy, I'm energetic, I'm smart. All these different things you can say to yourself, positive things you can say to yourself to uplift yourself. I'm brave, I'm courageous, I always do the right thing. Say these positive things to yourself over and over again. It doesn't matter if you don't think that they're true. The more you say those things, the more it'll start to stir up in you to do the things that will make you what you're saying. Okay. So you should like yourself because you're stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. Right. So read affirmations. Number 12 is be positive. Stop complaining. Stop blaming. We all have something we can complain about, right? But it doesn't benefit us at all. Nothing good comes from complaining and blaming somebody else. What we need to do is take charge of our own lives and say, okay, this has happened. Okay, yes. But what can I do to change? What can I do to make things better? What do I need to do for my own life? Yeah, I can blame somebody else. It's a waste of energy, right? It doesn't change. I can complain all day, and then at the end of the day, things are still the same. So I need to be looking at, what do I need to do to change? And so you just start making changes, things that you know you need to do to help yourself. And so these are just 12 things that you can do to have a better attitude at work. And it starts with a commitment, a decision to be happy, to have a good attitude, to always spread joy and happiness and encouragement to everybody that you meet. Everybody has a story, and we make way too many assumptions about people that we don't know anything about. And so I hope this helps you to get unstuck.